You know how fast you were going?
What? How fast you were going?
I don't know. 10?
8.
Be advised, this is an explicit podcast. If you're easily offended, get your panties twisted into a knot. Leave now. Run to your safe space. Get your little cloth for your tears. All the opinions expressed on this podcast are those of the host and his guest and do not reflect the opinions of any local or government agency. Well, happy Memorial Day to
Shit,
everyone.
I forgot where the mute button was. Hey, everybody, it's Solstera. How are you doing this evening?
Hope everybody's having a decent Memorial Day. Didn't eat too much. Yeah, I guess.
Oh, absolutely.
He's
Well, I
just
can tell you, hopefully anybody that has the unfortunate event of listening to our sorry asses on this Memorial Day weekend, hopefully you are enjoying a day around a pool or a barbecue with friends and family, enjoying a beverage of your choice, and all the meats are good. Don't be, hopefully you're not at some kind of vegan Memorial Day thing where they're talking about, hey, my uncle's still alive. We should call and thank him, because that's not today. Sorry, I'm a little bit emotional. Seems like the more and more time goes by. Have you noticed that the mass majority forgets what holidays even mean anymore? It seems like, you got Christmas that used to be about family, religion, the birth of Jesus. Now
I think it was more about
it's
the birth of Jesus Christ. It was supposed to be.
right, but the family getting together, that
Now it's just about. Now it's just about
and now it's about
presents.
spending money. It's about who can buy you the nicest damn present. And but America's surrounded in holidays like that. Look,
Easter's about candy and a rabbit that lays eggs.
Candy and a fucking rabbit that hatches eggs out its ass. Now, what about the scripture ever said anything about a rabbit and colorful eggs on Easter? No. You got, the Good Friday, it's where he was placed, and then the day where he was reborn. But they evade it. Well, of course, look, we've got completely made up fake holidays like Valentine's Day, created by the diamond and flower industry to sell products. There's so many things about it, but going back to the original, the reason we're here and the reason today exists is so that we can show respect, honor, and dedication to the brothers and sisters that have put their life on the line for the greatest thing on earth, known as freedom.
Actually, the ones that paid the ultimate sacrifice and died.
Yes. Not your uncle that went over there and filed paperwork in Japan. Not him. That's Veterans Day. Thank him on Veterans Day.
Because some radio hosts
you could think
some younger people are confused about this day.
Well, that's what the hell got me just got me going crazy. And I called Iceman earlier and I was saying, you can't believe this shit. Fucking heard this. I jumped in the Camaro and I was going to the office last night to do a podcast. And it skipped my mind because we had to jump straight into the podcast. But this fucking hip hop radio station that came on, sometimes I like to throw on the hibbity dibbity music like I'm driving through Baton Rouge. But regardless, it came on and they're like, happy Memorial Day weekend. The reason you have the day off and is because of your veterans. So make sure you call a veteran and thank them for their service. And I'm like, what? And I thought about it, and I'm like, you know what? Maybe he meant that you can just call a vet anytime and say thank you for your service. And then this other guy gets on there and starts talking about, and when you get ready to leave, make sure you take that plate at the end of the table. Ain't nobody gonna eat it. My grandma won't let nobody eat. And you steal that fucking food and take that shit home and eat it. Now, to me, that was the most disrespectful piece of shit comment, even if you thought it was out of comedy, that man could have made. because the plate for the lone warrior that sits at a dinner table on Memorial Day, Thanksgiving, Christmas, okay, that is to memorize the past members of your lineage that have given the ultimate sacrifice for you to be an American citizen. Like countless of my cousins. Okay?
The people that died giving you the ability to give all these blue-haired yam motherfuckers
right, the
that
same
bitch
people that
about
give
it.
me and Iceman the right to run our mouth is the same one that gives those liberal pieces of shits in California the same rights that they can open their mouth and talk. You know, Jesus.
Feel better?
No, the fuck I don't. I mean, it's just, man, it was like they took it from an misunderstanding, and I thought about calling up there, but I think all of my listeners can agree to one thing. If I was to call up to a hip-hop radio station and even calmly try to explain the difference between Memorial Day and Veterans Day, I'm pretty sure they would say that I'm trying to push off my privilege on them and hang up on me. Fuck me. The world's sick.
This a lot of people might not even know that Memorial Day actually originated all the way back, I think, during the Civil War time. Yeah, the American Civil War.
Well, you got to imagine. I mean, Abraham Lincoln was one of the most, believe it or not, even when a lot of the people hated the South, just regardless of the beliefs, Lincoln always hated the fact that America had to be divided. There's been several accounts of the day that they surrendered. Lincoln forced, when all the Northerners were cheering and everything, he actually made them stop. And they played Dixie, which was the national anthem for the South. And he made them play that, the respect for the generals that were surrendering. But yeah, I forgot. Go ahead. I'm sorry I cut you off.
You didn't cut me off now.
Oh, yeah. I didn't see what you're talking about.
Let's play Memorial Day quiz.
Oh, shit. Here we go.
What is the official birthplace of Memorial Day? Washington, D.C., Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, Charleston, South Carolina, or Waterloo, New York?
I'm going to say Gettysburg.
I'm going with you on that one. Let's see if we are right. Nope, we are wrong. The correct answer would be Waterloo, New York. So that's something I'm telling you. I'm looking at it right here.
Well, I always tell people, look, I mean, America used to be a different place. Hell, one of the most iconic artifacts that I have the privilege of having in a collection would be an arm that a boomstick.
You have somebody's arm?
No, I'm gonna call it a boomstick because I don't want to say the word and get us kicked. But regardless, it's a antique boomstick that was manufactured in New York, way back when there was like mud streets. And I have that, and I just love the fact that it's stamped New York, because now they're one of the most anti-gun places on the planet.
Well, this here, the thing says more than half a dozen places have claimed to be the birthplace of Memorial Day, but a proclamation by the Congress in '66 cited that it was on Waterloo, New York. So who really knows? But let's go to the next one.
Right.
What does the 3rd U.S. Infantry Regiment place at each grave in Arlington National Cemetery every Memorial Day? Wreaths, small flags, red poppies, or roses? I'm going with red poppies.
Red poppies have always been the international sign for a down soldier.
We were wrong yet again. It is small flags.
Really? I thought the VA did that.
Well, we're wrong.
You're telling me it's the 3rd?
It says the 3rd U.S. Infantry places hundreds of thousands of grave markers at Arlington. It's been a tradition since
Huh.
1948. So we're batting 0. Next, which state was the first to officially recognize Memorial Day? Georgia, New York, Connecticut, or Pennsylvania?
New York.
I'm going to go with New York
Fucking
since
New
they're
York.
saying that was the first place.
Yeah, if it was invented there, I would assume they
Yeah.
accepted it first.
Yes, we are finally got one right. It is New York. In 1873, New York.
That's hilarious. It was a gimme, too.
Yeah. In New York, in 1873, New York became the first state to officially recognize Memorial Day. Back then, it was called Decoration Day as a holiday. Let's see. Next.
Wow.
In what year did the U.S. federal law decree that Memorial Day would be observed on the last Monday in May? 1919, 1971, 1946, or 1875?
I'm going to go with 1875.
I'm going with 1946. So
After World War II?
let's see. Actually, it was the year I was born, 1971.
Bullshit. It was 1876. You said the year you were born.
Yeah, since 1971, by federal law, Memorial Day has been observed its last Monday in May. So,
Well, I got a fun did you know? Because not a lot of people know.
what's that?
During World War II and a lot of the mass pushes America made across Europe, we lost several soldiers. Did you know that the families were given the opportunity to leave their loved ones there to be buried? Because if not, they would have had to exhume their bodies from the ground and bring them to America. Now, with that being said, family members that did not have a trace back home, like a father or a mother that didn't have a say-so, immediately stayed in Europe. But they are actually placed on American soil in those nations. Like in Normandy, in France, we have American veteran resting places where they have actually exhumed all of that country's dirt down to 20 feet and brought in American soil to bury American troops so that our troops are always buried in American soil.
Okay, didn't know that.
Yep. The whole documentary online, I thought it was a great way to honor our troops and not leave them inside, their soul trapped as they're being buried way outside of their country, away from their homes, whereas they can actually take the soil from our homeland that we fought for and bury our soldiers that way. I thought that was very awesome.
Yes, it is. Memorial Day was originally commemorated to honor fallen soldiers of which conflict? The American Revolution, the American Civil War, World War II,
Civil War.
the Mexican-American War. Going to Civil War also because we kind of talked about it.
Well, being nobody ever talks about the American-Mexican Revolution, I knew it ain't that one.
So we are correct on that one. So next question. Which flower is associated with Memorial Day?
Poppy.
The cherry blossom, the red poppy, white rose, blue snapdragon. Going with the red poppy, as Holster said. We are correct. The red poppy is the flower associated with Memorial Day as a symbol of remembrance. The poppy is used
Do you
in
have
many...
do you have the fable about the poppy and why it's so prevalent?
It was made popular by John McCrae's poem In Flanders Field from 1915.
There was a story about a little old lady in World War I, and when they marched into her area, she was a farmer that was good with a rifle, and when she killed them, she would put poppy seeds in their pocket and bury them so she would know where they were at. There's an old fable about that.
I don't know if that's true.
So that when people go out in the countryside and they just see a random poppy, the story says that it's the old woman.
Oh. Well. It is a fable.
Yeah, it's a fable.
In what year was the National Moment of Remembrance, when all Americans are to pause for a minute of silence on Memorial Day, first observed? 1971, 1865, 1945, 2000. I'm going to go 1971, the year I was born.
I'm going to go 2000 because you said it was after you were born, right? And you graduated 78.
Actually, you are correct. It was the year 2000. I was wrong. The first National Moment of Remembrance was observed in 2000. It asked all Americans to pause for 1 minute at 3 p.m., wherever they are, to consider that Memorial Day means.
See, I would think that that would have been on maybe 2002 after 9/11.
No, it was made in 2000.
Because we were a whole different nation after 9/11. We actually loved each other.
For a little while.
Right?
Which of these U.S. sporting events is traditionally held on Memorial Day weekend? Super Bowl, Major League's baseball opening, U.S. Open Finals, or the Indianapolis 500? I believe it's the Indianapolis 500.
I'm going to go with the Indy 500 because, I was like practically born at the racetrack, so yeah.
Well, we are correct. It's traditionally held on the Sunday of Memorial Day weekend.
Which is weird because the Indy races are not an American race.
Which organization first promoted a national holiday for decorating the graves of fallen soldiers? The United Daughters of Confederacy, the American Legion, Grand Army of the Republic, Gold Star Wives of America.
Can't be the Gold Star because they didn't start doing that until
I'm going with the
World War II.
I'm going with the United Daughters of the Confederacy.
Yeah, the Daughters of the Confederacy. Is that still a fucking thing?
Well,
like, you used to hear about the Sons of the Confederacy all the time. And no, everybody, it's not some racist shit. It's people that can actually get their lineage, so like their forefathers, and they were actual Confederate soldiers. You can, if your lineage goes down there, then you're part of this organization.
Well, it don't matter if we're wrong. It's the Grand Army of the Republic. In 1868, John A. Logan, the commander-in-chief of the Grand Army of the Republic, an organization of Union veterans, promoted a national holiday on May 30th for the purpose of strewing with flowers and otherwise decorating the graves of comrades who had died in defense of their country. And number 10, what was Memorial Day originally called? War Remembrance Day, Civil War Day, Flag Day, Decoration Day. And if you were listening to me before, we're going with Decoration Day. And correct Monday. Because we heard the explanation of that before. And
you get that?
We suck. We only got 5 out of 10 correct. Because we obviously...
Yeah, but you know what? Hey, guys, I want to know inside of the comment section, how many did you guys get right? I mean, obviously, we're on the air, so we can't really, be like, oh, well, I Googled it. So I didn't know that. And that's crazy. I mean, I would have never guessed New York.
No,
not in a million years.
Me neither. I would never have guessed that in a million years. You were correct.
But yeah, we got Kelly's motor unit shirts and sweaters in. I don't even know if they're still for sale, are they, Beth? No.
What are you talking about?
But your old buddy.
Oh, okay. I know you ordered any. Let's take another quiz from World War II. Real quick. Since it's Memorial Day.
A World War II quiz?
Yes.
All right.
World War II.
Put my thinking cap on.
World War II started when Germany invaded which country? Great Britain, Poland, Belgium, or France?
It's a trick question.
Which one?
It's a trick question. Did you just ask, did World War II originate when Germany invaded which country?
Yeah, which country did Germany invade? They
Well,
invaded
it's none of
France.
none of the above.
Nope, I was wrong too. They invaded Poland.
Germany invaded several countries, but it wasn't until the moment Japan attacked the United States that it became known as World War II.
It was Poland. They attacked Poland September 1st.
Yeah, Poland was the first one that used the Blitzkrieg.
1939. 2 days later, France and Great Britain decided to declare war.
Yeah, Great Britain was never invaded.
Which of these best describes Blinkerage, which was key to Germany's early success in the war? High-level espionage, economic sanctions, quick coordinated attacks, or propaganda?
Quick coordinated attacks, known as the Blitzkrieg.
You were correct. When the Germans launched their Blitzkrieg, meaning lightning war, there was only military use radio communications to coordinate.
Well, within 8 hours of the first bullet being fired, they had tanks rolling into the center of the capital of every country they invaded. Like, the cool thing about France is, I say cool because, like I was explaining, my grandfather just passed away. He actually defected from the Germans and came over to America to fight against the Nazis. So he, regardless, they had this cannon, man, that could launch this shell that's the size of our houses, hundreds of miles. And they started hitting France, and they were hundreds of miles away. France had no idea what the hell was happening. So, yeah, they just kind of met them. The minute they seen the tanks, they were like, yeah, we surrendered. We didn't even know what the fuck we were fighting against.
Really not feeling this one.
What?
That quiz, I wasn't liking it. The questions were boring.
You just call me a queer?
No, I would have just said you're gay. Are you deaf?
All right, Nick.
You're not listening. I said that quiz was boring me.
Oh, that quiz is boring you because I'm getting them right.
No, that's not why at all. It's just boring.
We could talk about World War I and how it was basically a farce bullshit. France pretty much popped that one off and then cried bitch when they got their ass kicked. That's why we always say the international sign or the international salute for the French is somebody fucking waving a white flag.
Well, I mean, they did give us the French fry. And the French.
Well, we call them the freedom fries.
And they gave us they gave us the French kiss.
I guess Americans just learned how to deal with men. Oh God! What? Is that all the American history test you got? Shit.
Yeah, well, I got all kind of American history stuff. I just don't know if the people that listen to us really enjoy that much because they like to hear how, you know.
Well, one thing I'm sure of is whether it's a one-time listener or somebody that likes it and has listened to us and likes our content. There's a certain level of patriotism and stuff that comes with dealing with opinions such as ours that tells us that you probably have family in the military. You probably love America. And we're probably preaching to the choir when we're talking about saluting our soldiers. But hey, if you got somebody young around you, make sure that you pull them aside and remind them today's Memorial Day. This is when we honor those who have sacrificed the ultimate. And they've given up, ever seeing their children again or their mother and father, just so we can say we're free.
Yeah, so all them people that say, I hate this country. Well, you know what? If you don't like it that much, get the fuck out.
Yeah,
which made me just think about a story, since we're talking about Memorial Day. Time Memorial Day story, but recently there's this little girl. I don't remember which state she's in or whatever. But they took it to court or whatever, and I think they ended up saying no, or the school board or something. Anyway, she was graduating high school. Well, you know, the sashes that they wear around her neck or whatever. She wanted to wear one that had, I guess she's Mexican or whatever. Anyways, they had a Mexican flag on one side, American flag on the other side, and they're like, no. A lot of people are like, oh, that ain't right, blah, blah, blah. She's a Mexican American, just like people say, I'm an African American. No, the fuck you're not. You're an American.
Yep.
Unless you were born in that country and then migrated over here legally and became a citizen, you're not, you know.
I've never understood that. Can you answer this for me? Because maybe it makes sense in your fucking head, but it definitely boggles mine. How can these individuals... Look, I'm not trying to hate. I'm simply trying to understand because I don't know. These people that I have personally encountered that have came in here from, say, Cuba or Puerto Rico, and instead of flying an American flag in front of their house, fly a Cuban flag.
I don't understand either. It pisses me off.
Like, dude, you just survived 90 days on a fucking kiddie's fucking pool toy from Kmart from the 1990s. That was fucking expired 20 years ago. You should have died by all accounts, but yet you fly the Cuban flag after doing that. You fled that country because of its beliefs. What the fuck?
I don't understand either. To me, if you want to do that, take your ass back to Cuba. Go back to Mexico.
I mean,
go back to.
Think about it. You got like my grandfather that actually came to the United States that take care of the United States and go back and combat Nazi Germany. That'd be the same thing if he literally defected from the Nazis, came to America, and popped the Nazi flag up in front of his house. How the fuck would that look?
I don't get it. I guess that their excuse. I don't know. I guess some of them was like, I'm just showing pride for my heritage.
Heritage? Well, then they got to use that same fucking look. I'm not for flying the Confederate flag on the back of my pickup truck. Okay, I just ain't. Not anymore. Look, that was years ago.
Yeah, but when people do it,
there's still a place for it.
I don't want to hear it.
It's still their heritage.
I don't want to hear if they.
Right,
it's
still their heritage.
If you
they
can
have
fly
that
this
right.
flag and that flag saying it's my heritage, it's their heritage.
If you look, and you know what, that goes back to First Amendment because I'm pretty sure that they've already passed that you could fly a BLM flag off the back of your truck and it's First Amendment speech. If they can do that, then by God, I don't want to hear anything. When a good old boy drives by with a big old fucking stars and bars flying in the back of his truck, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. If you don't like it, don't do it. If you don't like it, he won't do it. You know what I mean? These fucking people bitch too damn much, man.
Yep, they sure do. It's these new age these millennials. They have
guess
they have safe spaces and
I just miss back in the good old days, man. I mean, look at it. Like I was talking about that rant with the kids' school that I went to graduation and stuff. But back when I was a kid, hell, we were taught the police officer is your friend. If you're in trouble, if somebody's beating you up or something, go drop an ear. Drop a little bug in the deputy's ear at the school. He'll help you out. There's good things like that. If a police officer, if you were lost, find a cop. Now kids get lost and the hell with the cops. If a cop was like, where do you live, son? They'd be like, fuck you, pig. Instead of saying, hey, I'm lost.
I don't answer questions from law enforcement.
Yeah, I don't answer questions. I know what my rights are. All right, little fucker, stay lost.
It's like, are you okay? I see that you're bleeding profusely from that cut. I don't answer questions from law enforcement. Okay, well, fuck you then. Die.
Suspect or the victim reportedly refused medical. Sorry.
No, I asked the victim. I was like, sir, do you need help? You're bleeding very badly. And he stated, fuck you, pig. I don't answer questions from law enforcement. I said, you have a nice day, sir, and enjoy the warmth of your blood leaking out of your body as I drove off.
Sir, you're not in a hot tub. You're soaking in your own bodily fluids.
Yes.
Oh,
I will come back
God.
later and call the coroner for you. How's that? I do not answer questions from law enforcement.
But, shit like that. I mean, when they started showing, to the hate on the veterans and stuff. Look, in America, we've always had the hippies that didn't believe in combat and shit, but this is a whole new level of hating troops.
You don't hear about this group that much anymore. Excuse me. But there was a group, especially during
Vietnam.
No, this was after that. This was during when they were, people would come back from Iraq and stuff that had been killed and stuff. There was this so-called church that would come out and
the Westboro Baptist
would
Church.
come out and protest these fallen hero veterans while they were trying to do the funeral ceremonies and the family stuff like that. If
don't worry, anybody who doesn't like them, we have a mutual hate for them people.
You gotta, to me, you some hypocrite motherfuckers. You gonna call yourself a church and then do some shit like that? Piece of shits. That's all I gotta say. They're a bunch of pieces of shits.
Absolutely.
Other than that, I mean, I hope everybody, nobody shopping at Target.
Oh, hell no. If you guys need a new list of wokeness, hell, they're all the way across the board.
Yeah, don't go to Target.
Target's pretty much back. I mean, they're backpedaling fucking hard. Basically, they decided to hire a new, he is a self-proclaimed
No, the guy that designed
Satanist.
He designed all their gay clothes for Target is a Satanist.
Yes, but he's a gay Satanist.
Yeah.
So he made LGBTQ plus Satan. So all the shirts have rainbow Satans on them, and he has the bathing suits so that the little boys can tuck their penises inside of girls' bathing suits.
Yeah, tuck and bathing suits.
They are completely backpedaling and have changed so much of their stores since that.
Oh, fuck Target. I wouldn't.
Oh yeah, I mean, to be fair, I told you, I went in there like a month ago with my wife, and all of them.
They're targeting your children.
Right, and I posted some shit to our page about 2 weeks ago about Lego hired a LGBTQ trans designer to create an all-inclusive brand. Look, I thought Legos were already pretty fucking inclusive.
They're gonna have Legos
are pretty much the only gender. Well, no, it's like everything's rainbow, and they have like boys that swap female pants and dresses.
The problem is with like Lego, which I'm old, I don't buy Legos, but I'm saying Lego to me is probably almost a monopoly because there's not really anything else like in that toy thing that even it comes close to it.
Well, no, because Lego has super dominated the industry, and you're right, it is a monopoly. So, anybody that's ever made a playable brick, has never been able to get it copyrighted, and that's how you end up like the big block store with. Like,
I'm just saying
Walmart had them for a short time. It was the big ass blocks you could play with.
Well, I'm just saying, you pretty much, if you're a Lego fanatic, don't have a choice. Either don't buy them.
I do.
Just don't buy them, or buy them.
Jersey wanted this big, beautiful Lego set, and usually, me, I tell Jersey yes every day, damn day. And she asked Mom for this Legacy Lego set that they just came out with, and usually I would have said sure and bought it. But since they want to go fucking woke, guess what? That's another reason I get to pay money. It is another Floridian that lives an hour and a half away from Legoland. I will never go give them my money again.
You know what else?
And if all of us did that,
totally gay. You're sitting down, right?
Not Holstera.
No, you're sitting down, right?
Well, I am sitting down. That's how I make sure you're not trying to look at my ass.
I found out that the new
Oh my God, Freebird's gay.
the new packaging on McRibs is going to be rainbowed, and they're making
You
them.
shut the fuck up. You do not put my McRib in this fucking
They're going to make.
shit.
They're making
If
McRibs.
they do, I swear I'm gonna fucking find out how it's made, and I'm gonna rip the idea off. You heard that right.
They're going to make McRibs
Throw a dick on my sandwich, and I will fucking steal it.
out of horse penises too.
It'll be fucking the whole stereo rib. Fuck McDonald's. Fucking. 'Cause, dude, a food brand should never go LGBTQ because that would make you really think: was this a deer, or did they cut up a horse and it identified as a fucking deer?
Well, you seen what Ford's doing, huh?
Oh, Ford's. If you ain't seen the new Ford Tough commercial where it's these two trucks that are both off-roading as hard as possible, and it took them 20 trucks to make this commercial because one Ford could never fucking make it that far. Anyway, they finally drive through this waterfall, and then bam, rainbow color LGBTQ Ford Tough, and it says redefining the word tough, and it's in
rainbow and unicorn piss.
Yep, there you go. I mean, we always knew that fucking Ford drivers invented sex.
Well, fucking Harley don't.
It took us Dodge drivers to figure out to do it with a woman. Granted, we were probably related to her, but Dodge drivers still did it first.
Yeah, fucking Harley don't went woke.
Harley went woke. I was waiting for you to mention that.
Yeah, it's a sad day.
They literally sought out the same. They sought out the same people that did Dylan Mulvaney's.
I mean,
and you know why? They're apparently the major owners of all of these brands that are doing this, Ford, Harley.
The CEO, the CEO board of Harley. I just watched a thing that they went over, and it's like, how in the hell did these people ever get on this board? It's ridiculous.
Well, no. So get this: there's an investment brand out there that's some big stock that's controlling all of this, and they're owning major portions of these companies. So it's all about acceptance. It's like an acceptance brand, but they own.
It's some EG score they're worried about. Some environmental gay score or something. There,
right? And they said they have to get that. They have to get that up, or else they're gonna fucking pay the consequences. And I'm like, at what cost?
Yeah, they're paying the consequences when people stop buying your shit.
Right. It's like, I don't know. I mean, at this point, it almost looks like a fucking manual for how to drive a business out of business.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. My business is accepting. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to throw up an LGBTQ flag in my lobby. No, that's not 100% of my clientele. Everybody's welcome in my office from every walk of life.
Well, everybody, I am glad y'all got to come listen to us on Memorial Day. Mostly about Memorial Day, and then of course
I usually ask everybody, look, did you guys enjoy us ranting and raving and having a little bit of fun and bullshit? If you did, we could do this more often. I keep telling him that, but he's not getting enough feedback that says, yeah, we want to hear him run their mouth more.
So, well, I still appreciate everybody listening.
I love every one of y'all. Hopefully
come back Wednesday for the live show. I think it's just going to be me and Holstera because
hey, we can't get Freebird, but maybe we can call Box. Well, I mean, he'll say he's coming, but
I'll see. If not, you'll just get us two again. So everybody stay safe, stay free. Thank the people that gave their lives for you could be free. Remember, we're not sheepdogs. We're lions. You sound like LGBTQ plus lion.
Hey, I'm the token.
Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things until I'm